Welcome to Redneck Files, the only show where Bigfoot might be your neighbor. Now hold on to your tinfoil hats. Here's your host, Cletus Moonbeam.
Howdy, y'all, and welcome back to Redneck Files. Today, we're trading camo for sandals and taking a holy hike through real New Testament Bible locations that still exist. This ain't myth. These are verified spots where Jesus actually walked, preached, prayed, bled, and rose again. So grab your Bible, your boots, and your faith, because this one's called Real Places Jesus Walked, that you can still walk today. Jordan River, Jesus' baptism. We're starting where Jesus started, the Jordan River. This is where John the Baptist baptized him, Matthew 3:13. You can still visit today near Bethany beyond the Jordan, complete with ancient steps and baptism sites. Pilgrims from all over the world still get dunked in that same muddy water. Sea of Galilee, miracles on the water. Next stop, the Sea of Galilee, where Jesus walked on water, calmed storms, and preached to thousands. Mark 4, Matthew 14. Today it's called Lake Kinneret, and you can take a boat ride just like Peter and the crew. The wind, the waves, all real, all Bible-backed. Capernaum, Jesus' ministry HQ. Jesus didn't stay in one place long, but when he did, it was Capernaum. Archaeologists dug up a first-century synagogue and what they believe was Peter's house, where Jesus healed folks. Mark 1:29-34. The ruins are still there by the sea. Mount of Beatitudes, Sermon on the Mount. Jesus' most famous sermon, the Sermon on the Mount, Matthew 5, was likely preached on the Mount of Beatitudes overlooking Galilee. There's a church there now, but the view is what matters. You'll feel the peace. You'll feel the presence. Mount Tabor, Transfiguration site. Some believe Jesus' transfiguration, Mark 9, happened on Mount Tabor. That mount still rises high in northern Israel with a beautiful church on top. Whether it's the exact hill or not, it's still a holy place worth seeing. Mount of Olives, where Jesus wept and prayed across from Jerusalem, sits the Mount of Olives, full of prophecy and prayer. Jesus taught there, wept over the city, Luke 19:41, and prayed in the Garden of Gethsemane, Matthew 26:36. You can still walk those groves of ancient olive trees, some over 2,000 years old. The Upper Room, the Last Supper. Want to know where the Last Supper happened? Luke 22:7-38. You can visit the Upper Room in Jerusalem today. The building's been rebuilt over the centuries, but it stands on the same spot where Jesus broke bread, washed feet, and revealed his betrayal. Golgotha, the crucifixion site. Jesus died on Golgotha, the place of the skull, John 19:17. Two likely spots: Church of the Holy Sepulchre inside Old Jerusalem, or Gordon's Calvary, a skull-shaped hill just outside the walls. Both match the Roman crucifixion style. Either way, the cross stood on real stone. Garden Tomb, the empty grave. Right near Gordon's Calvary is the Garden Tomb, a rock-cut grave with a rolling stone matching the resurrection story in John 20. Scholars debate if it's the tomb, but one thing's for sure, it's empty. That's what matters most. Mount of Ascension, Jesus rises to heaven. Before he ascended to heaven, Jesus led his disciples to the Mount of Olives, Acts 1:9-12. Today, a small structure called the Chapel of the Ascension marks the spot. Inside is a stone with what some say is Jesus' last footprint before rising to the Father.
Sorry for the interruption, folks, but we got something holy and awesome to show you. This right here is our metal Ark of the Covenant gift set. Made from zinc alloy, electroplated, and crafted to bless your home or office with a mighty reminder of God's presence. And it's yours for just $29.99 with free shipping anywhere in the U.S. You can grab yours safely and securely through Square using the link below, or head over to our website, redneckfiles.com. All right, that's enough holy treasure hunting for now. Back to your regularly scheduled Redneck Files episode.
Nazareth, Jesus' hometown. Jesus grew up in Nazareth, Luke 4:16. Today it's a modern town with a historic heart. You can visit the Church of the Annunciation, said to be near Mary's home. There's also a reconstructed Nazareth village that shows what life looked like in his day. Bethlehem, where it all began. Last but not least, Bethlehem, Jesus' birthplace, Luke 2. It's still a living city, and the Church of the Nativity is built over the spot where Mary gave birth. That stable wasn't just a story. It was a stone cave, and you can visit it today. So there you have it. Only just a few real places from the New Testament you can still visit today. These ain't fairy tales, y'all. These are physical, geographical, historical locations backed by archaeology, eyewitness accounts, and 2,000 years of Christian tradition. Jesus wasn't just spiritual. He was real, and he walked real dirt roads, touched real lives, and left behind a trail you can still follow. So if anyone tells you the Bible's just made up, tell them to pack a bag and head to the Holy Land. The stones will speak for themselves. Be sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment if you learned something new. This is Cletus Moonbeam signing off, where we keep our faith high and our boots dirty. God bless y'all.
Keep your head looking up, because Jesus said, when you hear the trumpet sounding in the sky, you'll see the King coming on a white horse. And I don't know about y'all, but I believe that trumpet could blast any day now. If you enjoyed this episode of Redneck Files, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss a dose of truth and good old gospel grit.
Hey y'all, if you love what we do here on Redneck Files and want to help us keep making even bigger and better videos, you can support the channel by donating through our Squarespace donation page. Donations are completely optional, but every bit helps us keep the show running and bringing you more awesome content. If you'd like to contribute, check out the link in the description. And as always, the best way to support us is by watching, liking, and sharing our videos. Thanks for being part of the Redneck Files family.